Yes, we are live in full effect. Woo! It's been a minute since you guys have heard of me on the Patriot Keys. Yeah. But what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Great Patriot here, DGP, back again with another Patriot Keys video. And I do these Patriot reviews. I usually do a pregame or even a Patriot Keys, before, like a pregame type thing. Sometimes I go live before the game. Sometimes I go live after the game. Appreciate that. OB, you already know I'm enjoying this. But first of all, yes, Robert, defense showed up today. Yes, Denny, awesome performance by the defense. This was a great team win. That's a lot of takeaways to take from this game, man. It's a lot of takeaways. Bro, yeah, we gonna get into the defense in the first place, man. Shout out to the defense, man. The defense finally came through today, y'all. The defense came through today. Hold on, I gotta send my GGs out to all the Falcon fans that I know. All the Falcon fans that I know. I send my GGs out because I don't talk trash before the game. This year I haven't stopped talking. This year I don't talk trash. I just say GGs at the end of the game, keep it moving, whether we win or lose. But yes, y'all, let's talk about this defense, man. Let's talk about this defense. Yo, I'm saying the same thing. I don't know what I just watched, but the defense in here. And quick disclaimer, y'all see my mod KDG Pack Attack. He's not good. He's a Packer fan. He has nothing to lose. He is broken. So all the trolling he's going to do, just ignore him. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to talk about the defense. We're going to talk about that play too. But first of all, like I said, shout out to the defense once again. Let's talk about this defense. So we finally broke the 300 passing streak. Matt Ryan was 23-33, 233 yards, and only one touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 72 yards. On 12 carries, no TDs, of course. Matt Ryan had 37 yards. Most of them was all on scrambles. Actually, all of them was on scrambles, especially on third down too. Julio Jones led the way, 99 yards on 9 catches and a TD, including the one where he made Malcolm Butler just look like a little kid. Muhammad Sanu, 6 receptions, 65 yards. But most of that stuff was in garbage time. Julio had a couple plays in the beginning, but most of it in garbage time. I've been on the paid Butler train, man, Randy. I've been on the paid Butler train. So yeah, man. What's up, Pats fan? Yo, that was dirty. That was dirty, y'all. So, as I said before in weeks past, again, like I said, if you guys don't know, DGP, the Great Patriot, be sure to like the video, subscribe, all that great stuff. Send us out to Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff. Patriot fans, let's get lit in this stream. So, as I was saying early on the defense, the offense wasn't really bad, which I'll get into in a moment. The defense was clicking, man. They was on cylinders the whole game. Shout out to Malcolm Butler. Again, no Stephon Gilmore, no Eric Rose. So we have bottom OC and we have Jonathan Jones, who is the second and nickel corners alongside Malcolm Butler. Malcolm Butler was playing against Julio Jones most of the night. That was his task. Usually that would be a Stephon Gilmore type task, maybe Stephon and maybe Julio. Actually, Butler will play Julio because Julio is kind of a fast receiver. Gilmore is more so the big time target. Actually, Gilmore probably would have played Julio more this game if he was there. But Malcolm Butler did an excellent job on this game. The defense stepped up. Penalties, yeah, man. Penalties is killing. Randy, you talk about Kyle Van Noy. I've been saying it, bro. Kyle Van Noy, bro. That's what when they talked about his signing, I was glad because with Hightower's injury, with Hightower, could be defensive end. Kyle Van Noy has to play that middle linebacker role. Speaking of middle linebacker, shout out to David Harris. He got a start today, made a couple big plays, couple good hits, stuff in the run. That's what we needed him to do. So this defense, man, was clicking on all cylinders. Stop the run. They got off on third down when needed to. A couple scrambles by Matt Ryan. That's going to happen when you kind of have everybody in coverage. But on third down today, the Falcons were 2 of 9 on third down. Bro, 2 of 9 on third down, fourth down, 1 of 3. And the only fourth down they got was in the end when they was down by 20 and they had to go for it. So, that's how we're going to do it. Yeah, man, you could say fall gate, could say smoke gate, could say whatever you want. But only thing that does not change, does not matter, is that we got the victory. So, yeah, let's get into this review, man. So, first quarter, defense stepped up big. They started out huge, especially They went for it on fourth down in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. They went for it on fourth down. And to me, that was a sign that the Super Bowl is definitely still in their heads. I knew it was still in their heads, but they came in, listened to everybody saying, you got to go for more. You got to do this. You got to be aggressive. You should have been aggressive. So they come on and say, okay, we're going to be aggressive. And then, Patriots defense steps up. And then another time, Patriots offense is still not clicking yet. Guess what the Patriots defense does? They bend but don't break. They got a big game, but guess what? They block a field goal, a 37-yarder. So now we're going down 0-0, and the Patriots are starting to roll. Offensive line is starting to click. They weren't protecting Brady early on. Brady was making a couple bad reads, but in that second quarter, Brady threw the ball. He scrambled out the pocket, rolled out to the right. He saw Brandon Cooks. He was telling Brandon Cooks to turn around and come back. Miscommunication by those two, and it was an interception. However, we got a roughing the passer call. That's what happens when your quarterback, our quarterback can get those kind of thing. After the Panther game, told the Falcons only scored 7 points on us, and that TD will be a garbage on TD. Would you have believed it? No, I would not have believed you. I would not have believed you if you would have said that. If you would have told me after that Panther game that the Falcons are only going to score 7 points and it's going to be a garbage on TV, I would not have believed that. So yeah, kid. Again, don't mind KDG, man. He's broken. His quarterback isn't there. His quarterback is injured. He is broken. He has no ammo, so his trolling does not work. But, man, so Brady got rough in the pass call. And like I said, when you're as good a quarterback as Tom Brady, you get those calls. Even if they don't let up, you get those rough in the passer calls. Just saying, some other quarterbacks don't get that. But so we're driving down, Tom Brady hikes it. Hot potato to Brandon Cooks. That low-key I thought was a run play, but they're going to count it as a pass. So, hey, I'm going to take that as a pass play. Brandon Cooks leading the way. Gronkowski, Chris Hogan with a great block on the end ceiling of the outside. Gronkowski was there. And Gronk really didn't actually block somebody, but just him, 6'6", 6'7" guy, 280, just coming through. And the linebackers and the safeties just kind of, fell. Gronkowski was already blocking. He just kind of just trucked him. So Brandon Cooks got an end zone there. And then again, Gronkowski, he gets another field goal in the second quarter. James White, he gets a touchdown going into the halftime with I want to say it was 1:30. It was like 20 seconds left. James White, we go down the field. Defense again holding them. James White goes down the field, gets a nice 2-yard touchdown pass from Tom Brady after, he was about to scramble, but then he saw the open person. So again, first half, we're up 17-0. Now, I told him, I said, listen, we already know what it feels like to be down at halftime by much, and the Falcons get ball at half. We're not going to go for that. And another fourth down conversion I forgot to mention, in the second quarter, the Falcons are at the 1-yard line. I think it was 10-0. And you know what they do? They fold. They go for it on fourth down, and Kyle Van Noy steps up again and gets the stop on the goal line. We weren't having that today. The defense just wasn't having it. They heard all the talk. They heard everybody saying that the defense isn't good, that we're not going to be a Super Bowl winning team. Defense stepped up today. And so we're going to have 17-0. Again, stop them in the third quarter. We end up kicking the field goal later. And that's when the fog kind of got back. Now, there was a lot of fog today in this game. And, yeah, they said Gronk is a train. That was funny. It's funny. Man. Just like my boy Buddy Ryan said, hey, they beat us in the sun. We had about 20 minutes of something to happen, and they didn't beat us. Word to him in the Fog Bowl. But so we're up by 17-0, and that's when the fog got pretty bad. So people saying the offense really wasn't clicking. It was okay. It could be better. But you also got to keep in mind that it was a fog there, so the game plan had to change. And that's why you saw a heavy dose in the second half of us running the football. And again, 13 carries, 76 yards, man. I've been telling y'all, been preaching to everybody the whole season. Yo, Neon Dion going to have to get these carries. I know we got Gillislee. I know y'all want to use James White, but y'all need to give Neon Dion some touches. Not even carries. He need to get touches. And Dion Lewis, ever since that Gillislee fumble, and they finally given him the carry that he deserves, his shiftiness, his quickness, looks like it's still there from 2014 before he got hurt. And Dion Lewis is looking like that beast again. So it looks like he's going to be our lead running back, rushing the football going in to for the rest of the season. So then, third quarter, it was pretty much back and forth. We ended up getting the field goal, fourth quarter, again, field goal. Basically, the second half was just us running the football, chewing clock, trying to get out that game because, again, we was up 17-0 in the fog. Really had to change my game plan. So, yeah, let's get into these grades, I should say, for this game. And, again, I'm keeping in mind the fog was a factor in this game. Shout out to the 11 people in here. Be sure, again, to drop a like on the video and be able to subscribe and comment. Yes, man, I hate seeing that name, man. Julian Edelman. Hate seeing that name. Well, shout out to King Quest, man. He's a Falcon fan, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, Quest. What's your how's your thoughts on this game? But let's get into these review. So Tom Brady, people said he wasn't clicking. 21-29, 249, 2 TDs in the fog. I'm gonna have to get this boy a B+. Again, I understand he threw a bad interception, got bailed out because of roughing the passer because the tackle didn't let up. So so I'm giving him a B+ on that, but he did pretty good, especially, again, I'm keeping in account that there was fog, so the gameplay where it had to change, things would have to be different. Running backs, man, Deion Lewis starting us, getting us going. He had a 25-yard run. Gillislee, man, I don't know what happened to Gillislee, man. He's not finding the holes. He's bouncing out. He had one good run, but other than that, wasn't really much going for him. Rex Burkhead came in the game, provided us a spark in that one drive. James White, again, he had the catch touchdown. So I'm going to give the running backs an A-. They did a pretty good job today. Again, due to the fact of the fall, they did their thing. They made sure they kept chewing the clock. They didn't fumble the football. They tried to find the holes, except for Gillislee. So, yeah, I'm giving them an A- this game. Now, wide receivers, Brandon Cooks, Chris Hogan, Danny Amendola. You don't see Philip Dorsett because he is our fourth-string wide receiver. So, Brandon Cooks, again, all I got to say is the kid, he's in the chat, my mod, Brandon Ochocinco. My man Brandon Cooks out here eating. He eating. Y'all don't fall for the bait, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't fall for it. Kid has nothing to gain. He has everything to lose, y'all. But yeah, man, the receivers, I'm giving them a B. They could have did it again. I'm gonna give them a B+. Again, I'm accounting for the fog. There was a couple drops today. Again, Brandon Cooks, Brady was miscommunication on that play where he ended up throwing the pick. But, they did the thing. Tight ends, Dwayne Allen got a little bit of playing time, but not too much that I saw that was noticeable. In the running game, he was decent. It looked like Gronkowski. He did his thing, 3 receptions, 51 yards, had a push-off. And I got to talk about that. Let's speak of the Gronkowski thing for a second. Gronk has that sack, see, kid arguing right now. Gronk has that Shaquille O'Neal syndrome. He's impossible to officiate because he's so big, pause and he's so great that if they're holding him, they're going to let that slide because, it's unfair if he doesn't get held. So they're going to let that slide if he's getting held when he gets held pretty much every play. Then once he does a little pushback, it's an automatic flag. So Gronkowski is impossible to officiate. That was his 50th offensive pass interference penalty in his career, I should say. Now, again, did he push off? Yes, he did. Could you call the flag? Yes, but I need to see some more defensive holding there. If we're going to call push-offs on Gronkowski all the time, and that one wasn't as egregious as maybe some of the other ones that he did or others have done, I'm going to need you to call these defensive holding calls. Make it even. Call it down the middle, refs. That's all I'm asking for y'all to do. I understand Gronkowski is a bigger target. He's faster. He's the most probably unguardable person there is in the NFL. So you have to hold him. You have to do this stuff. But come on, y'all. I'm going to need y'all to have this officiating, one way. So Gronkowski, tight ends, I'm giving them a B in this game. Nothing too special, nothing to write home about because Gronk did have a couple drops. So nothing, write home about. Now, let's get into what I really wanted to get into, the fucking defense. First off, before I do anything, hey, class for the defense. Round of applause for the defense. They fucking showed up today. The defense fucking showed up. Defensive line, Trey Flowers again didn't really do too much. Adam Butler had that big sack in the first quarter, to kind of let me know, okay, is this a sack? Maybe the defense is here to stay. Dietrich Wise did good in the run game, had a couple tackles. So I'm getting the defensive line a B. Again, nothing to write home about, but they did a pretty decent job. Now, the linebackers, Dante Hightower had on one tackle, but that's because he went down with an injury. And I'm pretty sure he could have came back in the game, but we was already winning by a lot. They didn't want him back in the game. But again, Kyle Van Noy stepping up in the role, played phenomenal. So I'm giving the linebackers an A minus. Now these cornerbacks, the secondary, I'm about to give them an A plus, man. Secondary played straight. They played great. They played phenomenal. They was out there killing it. They did everything they could, except for Malcolm Butler on that one play. But that was in garbage time. He got mossed. He got treated like a little baby. Man, the secondary, man, they was like that. They were lights out, man. So shout out to this defense. Kicking, A plus, I guess, phenomenal. We only punted the ball twice. We really need to punt the ball that much. So we played phenomenal this game. Let me look at some of these comments. Why is wrestling in my chat? What are we doing here? Okay, see, I just going back and forth with Kid. He's trolling y'all. Kid has nothing to gain. He has nothing to gain, y'all. Don't feed into it. I gotta type it. His quarterback is hurt. Yeah, man. Let me know y'all thoughts though. Quest. Yeah. But I mean, y'all hired an offensive coordinator from Alabama. Y'all hired an offensive coordinator from Alabama and all they do is run the football. So you should expect that their offense isn't good. He said, I'm winning. It's okay. I mean, y'all can go back and forth with him in the chat. I don't care. I'm just saying, he has nothing to gain. He is broken. His quarterback is out for the year. He's broken. He doesn't know what to. He's just out there to troll. Look at nothing special coming in here with the troll again. Nothing special is another guy. You know what? Let me do this out for Twitter for Patriot fans on the YouTube and everywhere. They broken. They're broken. They are broken. They have nothing to do. But hey, what's up, JB? He said fall game. Yeah, I guess you could say what it is. But, I mean, before the fall started, it was up 10-0. They did have about 20, 30 minutes to play. They did about 20, 25 minutes to play before the fall really got serious. So, can't really blame the fall in this game. We came out there, and we pretty much destroyed them the whole time. We came in there, punched them right in the mouth. Everybody thought the Falcons were not going to forget the Super Bowl. They had this date marked on their calendar, and they came up and laid an egg because the Patriots were out here ready. I mean, I guess they do. Yeah, King Quest. Yeah, that Viking. Yeah, that hit was clean on Rodgers, but you see, Quest. You see, when you are the GOAT, the best quarterback in the NFL, they look out for you. They actually call penalties and everything. Just saying. But yeah, yeah, man. This was a great game, great team win. I am glad that the Patriots fought today. I'm glad to see the defense play hard like this. I'm not wishing anything on Andrew Luck. I thought he did pretty good. Don't do that, man. I don't wish Andrew anybody. Kids just broken. But yeah, man, Tom Brady does his thing. Next week we play the Chargers. And then we have a bye week after that. So I think we have a bye week after that, if I'm not mistaken. We have a bye week because this is week 7. Yeah, our bye week is week 8. Not week 8, week 9, like I thought. So, as I said before in my previous streams, I was going to give this defense until who we play after the bye week, the Broncos. I said the defense has until the Bronco game. They have until week 10 to prove to me that this defense can win a Super Bowl, that this defense can help us win a Super Bowl. And last week, again, they have gradually been improving. Now, again, this game they played phenomenal. Enjoy it, but I'm not going to write home about this game. Like I said, this is a great game. Something to celebrate, something to acknowledge the defense. But I need to see this defense perform like this every game. So it helps our numbers. We are now middle of the pack in points allowed. So our defense is, and that's what I always said about our defense. It was a bend but don't break defense. So we have to get back to that. He said if you could take this outside. Yeah, man, it's really too sad that the Packers season over. Yeah, but that's the NFL, man. Brady's been waiting for the Rodgers Super Bowl. Everybody been waiting for the Brady Rodgers Super Bowl. But I mean, the Packers and Aaron Rodgers always just choke. You know, they just can't convert. They can't help us out. Yeah, man. Like I said, you know, that's why I'm not trolling Kid, man. Kid, what's funny, he sent me a DM earlier in the year of Tom Brady when he hurt his knee, and it come back to bite him. So, you know, it's all good. Like I said, fog bowl to those who are questioning, saying that it was the fog that made them win, that made the Falcons lose. I wouldn't say that because we was beating them the whole time. And again, we had to change our game plan during the fall, just like they had to change their game plan in the fall. Actually, they didn't have to change their game plan at all because, you know, they was down by 20, so they had to keep throwing the football. But yeah, man, it was, let's say, it's a great game, great win. Really enjoyed this. Next week we have the Chargers. They're coming off a 21-0 win, which is something I want to see against the Broncos. That's an extra loss for the Broncos. And then we have to whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it. I'm not gonna hold y'all too much because I have stuff to do. And just a quick note, that's why I haven't been uploading, because I've just been busy with school and just everything else. But again, we had about 11, 12 people viewing us the whole time consistently. So appreciate that. Catch you next time, y'all. Again, like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. I'll probably have another Patriots video this week on injury report. And again, I just found out Nate Solder, his son, is going to do chemotherapy. So that's why he's been on the injury report. That's why he hasn't been at practice. Probably been taking him to chemotherapy. And that may be another reason why he's been playing bad. So hope everything's good with his family. Again, like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. Catch you next time, y'all. Peace.